Thank you, Geetika. Hope I am audible.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, let me share the screen.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, hope you can see my screen. Could you see my screen?
Yes, we can see.
Yeah, thank you. This introduction, general introduction to firewalls and Pfcns. First, we'll go through what is a firewall. Firewall means just a system designed to prevent unauthorized access to or from a private network, or we can say a computer. This is a firewall is basically a network security device which can be physical or hardware based or just a software. It will designed to monitor incoming and outgoing traffic from a network, and it will stop malicious or unauthorized access and apply security policies and rules. So basically, firewalls do the protection against outside attack. You can safeguard your computer or network from attackers using a firewall. Also, you can block malicious softwares from accessing your computer or network from the internet. And you can block data from location-wise, application-wise, or port-wise using a firewall. So the preferred type of firewall among the two, it means the hardware and software firewalls, the preferred type is hardware firewalls because they have many advantages over the software-based firewalls. Among those advantages, there's like hardware firewall is a single device that control the network traffic. You can have a dedicated appliance to control your network traffic from the internet and to the internet. And hardware-based firewall will provide you with better security than the software-based firewalls because it's more robust and a dedicated device. And it will give you constant protection because it will be a separate device from other virtual appliances and servers. So this dedicated device will be there forever with the that will not going to turn off with any other purposes. So you will get constant protection. And it will prevent threats from reaching the internal hard drives and other kinds of storage. But affording this hardware firewalls is not that easy because as everything comes with a cost, basically a main reason is cost. Hardware firewalls are very expensive compared to software-based firewalls. So that's a huge constraint to affording a hardware-based firewall. And unlike software-based firewall, this hardware-based firewall takes some space. You have to allocate some space in your rack, or in your network rack, or in your space. And it involves some wiring. And also it involves some complex operations. So because of that constraints, one option is to move this software-based firewalls because it's also the same category So you can achieve most of the things that hardware firewalls do with these software-based firewalls. So you can have the ability to control the specific network behavior and those applications in your system. And those software-based firewalls are cheaper. It means compared to hardware-based firewalls, you can reduce much more cost and require some little space, because hardware-based appliance, you know that you have to allocate some separate space and other wirings and the other requirements. But software-based firewalls you can install in your current servers, so you can allocate a separate virtual machine like that. So it's easy to install, because software-based firewalls only involves software-based installation. But hardware-based firewalls, you have to have a hardware-based installation also. So after going through our experience and some literature, we found that an ideal solution for the software-based firewalls is like Pfcn. So we have carefully chosen this Pfcn software-based firewalls for this laboratory. This is the outline of Pfcn. It's basically a firewall or routing functionality also including there. This is a software-based distribution based on open source. Here the P stands for packet and F stands for filtering. That's why it's called Pfcn. You can simply install this one in a physical computer or a server or virtual machine to make a dedicated software-based firewall for your network. And this is the open source repository of Pfcn, github.com/pfcn/pfcn. These are outline of features of this Pfcn. It has significantly flexibility and powerful features, but it's a little bit heavier piece of software compared to this route OS. This is also a popular software. And when it comes to cost, this is open source, you can have this one free of charge without any license issues. Software configuration you can perform by most of the software configuration you can perform by using a web configurator or the web-based graphical user interface. The typical configurations you can have this as a DHCP server, DNS, Wi-Fi access point, VPN server likewise. All those features in this Pfcn. But as I discussed earlier, because this is a software-based firewall, you will have the limitations. Because this is software, as most of the software, this also maybe contains software-based bugs. And you can't afford advanced security features as we discussed in hardware-based firewalls. And sometimes technical support is also become a problem, as you're not going to have that paid technical support, because this is an open source one. As also this open source one, you will get a less user-friendly user interface. And performance-based, they also compared to hardware-based firewalls, you can sometimes you may face some kind of degradations. This is the end of this outline. So after the lunch break, we can continue with this lab setup. You can find that setup in the agenda here. In the agenda, you can have this session 2 for day 3, session 2, firewall integration, Pfcn. There you can find this one in here, Pfcn Setup. I think you have imported the virtual machine here, this Pfcn one, and basically we need this Pfcn virtual machine, Windows X WinXP underscore inside VM and WinXP underscore DMZ VM. And hope your setup running this Dynamips and Dynagen. So we'll run this setup after the lunch break at 1:30. Do you have any questions or any queries? You can ask here. We have like 5 minutes.
Okay, there's one question that asking all interfaces of the Pfcn reaching network, but GUI is not working. Actually, when we do the lab, you will see first we have to configure the Pfcn via the DMZ zone, and you have to put some rules to make it work from the Windows XP inside. So without putting the default routes and the whatever the policies, because we have to enable the routing as well, routing and the rules. You have to put some policies and allow the traffic in between the zones. You know that when we create a firewall, it's become a zone based, okay, WAN, DMZ and LAN. So the traffic need to be enabled. Yeah, we will go through the setup because there are some complicated things maybe there. So while we are doing we will guide you, and after that I believe all the problems will be resolved. For the moment, if you can read through the content of that page, that's better, so you will get an idea before directly going with the configuration. If you can go through the what are the description that we have given, you can get a better idea. So I believe as previous part worked as we expected, the Pfcn part also going to be work, so we will guide you. So you can try, okay, but whatever the problems that you're facing, we will resolve once we are going through the practical part. Okay, so please be prepared with the VMs and make sure that your Windows XP inside XP and some of the virtual PCs can reach to the Pfcn router, because we are using Windows XP machine and the Windows XP DMC machine for Pfcn configuration. You can't directly use Windows XP DMC because some initial setup through the Pfcn console need to be done before accessing the graphical interface. So we will continue then after the lunch break. Meanwhile, if you can read the content of that page, it will become somewhat advantage for you because you know what you're going to do. Okay then, so Mr. Dushmanta will continue after the break, and we will meet after the break then. Thank you very much for joining for the morning session.
Hello, hope you can hear me. Hope you are there.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Let me share the screen. Hope you can see my screen. Here you can have this page by going to this agenda page. There you can find this Pfcn setup. This is that setup, and there will supply you with a pre-installed Pfcen's virtual machine. And in this lab, we'll do the Pfcen's configurations. Here, when we move to your previous network diagram, it's like this. And here in this lab, we'll consider this part. When this red wall, this Pfcen's firewall part. And there this LAN router part is the is your internet connection. It means it can be your home router or your office internet connection. Pfcen's firewall will consider here three interfaces: EM0, EM1, EM2. EM0 means this ISP side or the internet connection part. I'll go through this image here, this enlarged one of this diagram. Here this EM0 is internet connection part, and EM1 is the DMZ or the demilitarized zone part, and EM2 is FAC1 router part. There's some of you may already know that in this kind of firewall configuration, we'll have basically these three parts. This EM2 interface will be the your internal network or basically internal LAN. And this demilitarized zone is used to store resources, for example, like web servers, which should have the access from both the external parties or over the internet and internal parties or the internal company LAN. So we'll have those kind of resources in this demilitarized zone for the security purposes. This is kind of another isolated network, but it's not fully isolated like the company LAN. So the outside people can also access this demilitarized zone. This is the complete internet. This LAN router part means complete the outsiders. So for this laboratory, you want to have basically this Pfcn machine, virtual machine turned on, and Windows XP DMZ machine turned on, and this Windows XP inside machine turned on. First, you can turn on these two, this Pfcn 1 and Windows XP DMZ1. Sometimes it will take some time to turn on, especially this Windows XP one. Are we clear up to now? Can someone answer? Are we clear, or I want to repeat? I appreciate if someone can answer. Yeah, okay. Someone answered, yes, it's clear. Hope you're following. So first, we'll have to configure this Pfcn virtual machine. There you can continue the lab through from here, from here onwards. You can continue the lab on your own, and there you have to start from this Pfcn virtual machine. Here you can have, you can see here, I think these things will be absent in your one because it's not configured. Here this my one is configured. So I am having these things, these IP addresses. Otherwise, here you have to configure them from the scratch. You can have continue the setup by you can select in the options. If you put one here, then you get the prompt related to that option. Likewise, you can have the options and you can continue this configuration. After this configuration, you should be able to access this Pfcn from this virtual machine or Windows XP DMZ. Via the web browser, you can access this machine from Windows XP DMZ. Here first you will configure these interfaces and then put some IP addresses in command line interface in this Pfcn command line interface. Then after that configuration, you can straightly move on to graphical user interface via the web browser of Windows XP DMZ virtual machine. I appreciate if someone of can share your screen to see your work. There we can support also. Yeah, we'll allow share. Now can you? Yeah. Okay, Vijayakant. We can see your screen.
Okay, now enter parent interface name for the new VLAN, no?
Yeah. I think we are not currently configuring these VLANs, so you have to press N.
N, no?
Yeah, you can see in the instructions.
Capital N.
Yeah.
Again and again ask that. No?
Sorry.
I present, right?
No, I think what you should do is just press Ctrl+C to cancel the prompt.
Okay.
And now you can continue from the scratch. There you put N. Yeah. Now you can continue. Just go to the tutorial.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the tutorial.
Yeah.
Then select the EM one, no?
Yeah.
EM one. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Enter the LAN interface name for auto detection, no?
Yeah, we are not using those detection parts, so we have to enter.
Again, I select EM1, right? Again, then ask EM2O, nothing if finished. Why? Already I entered that EM1 and press enter, right? EM1 selected. Then enter optional one interface is should I select EM2? This is ask the optional interface.
Option, yeah, it is not required here. Here we have three interfaces like WAN, LAN, and optional one.
Okay.
You have entered, I think, this EM1 to the LAN interface.
Yes, EM0 WAN interface.
Yeah.
Then third one?
Yeah, third one, you have this EM2 one, right?
Yes.
That's
the optional, no? Enter the optional one interface.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remain EM2 is remain. Already select EM1 and EM0 and
you can just skip that step here.
No.
For now, yeah. Go to the tutorial. Yeah. Next, next we will avoid assigning.
Yes, avoid means escape or something.
Yeah, skip. Yeah, just enter nothing.
And okay. It's loading, no?
Yeah.
Okay. Now WAN IP is set by DHCP by default.
So it should get some IP address from your router. Did it get? It seems like it didn't.
WAN IP, no?
Yeah. Are you connecting to internet?
Yes, but wireless.
There are sometimes that may be an issue. Could you find a wired connection? Because sometimes the wireless one may not work. Because that's some issue in the Virtualbox. That's why we stated that we prefer the wireless connection, wired connection or wireless connection. I think you have stated you have selected the the interfaces correctly. Could you show me that Virtualbox configuration? Yeah, Pfcn under Pfcn the network, network. Wireless. I think
working,
that's it's working, but with the virtual box, it's
here put cable connected.
You have to connect. That one also you have to connect. But sometimes also, although you have connected, it may not work. But just put
connected.
Yeah.
Again restart or?
No, just enter. Try just entering. Enter the prompt. Enter. Just press the enter key. Yeah.
Now we got the IP, no?
Yeah.
Now I can
proceed from this
No,
assign DMs. Yeah.
I've been the first two. To enter the number of interface you wish to configure 2, no?
Yeah.
2. I put this IP, no?
Yeah.
Enter the subnet mask as after that.
Yeah. You have to put the slash and 24.
Yes. 172 30 1.1/24. Is it okay now?
Yeah. 24. Here you have to enter 24.
Again.
Yeah.
No.
I think there's an issue.
No, just press enter.
Just press enter.
Enter new IPv6. No need, no?
No.
Right,
You
right.
need.
Here, right. This one.
Yeah.
Don't
You
copy.
can't copy. You have to manually enter because of this command line interface.
Yes. X1.
Omit XY because you have to.
Sorry, 1 I think, no?
01.
That already.
Yeah. 0, 1 like your IP as you continued in the network.
Oh yes. Network in my network setup, I have already put 1. So
0, 1.
1.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Continue with that. Yeah.
Uh, 64. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Gateway address.
Just enter. Yeah.
Dhcp. Yes, no.
Yeah. Just enter the start address.
No need end, no?
Now enter.
Yes, now enter again. End.
Yeah.
172. 50.
No. There are many tasks to enable DHCP version 6. You have to put N, not Y, in these instructions.
Yes. How can we rework that?
Just enter. Now I think you have to continue. You have to start from the scratch because that prompt was gone, right?
Again.
Yeah, you have to start from the beginning. Assign the DMZ IP addresses.
Like that. 2.
Yeah.
From here, no? From here.
Yeah. From here. Yeah. From there. just enter.
No.
Yeah, and
This one DHCP LAN. Yes,
you
I think.
heard why, sorry,
Yes,
you had
yes,
press one.
yes.
Yeah.
Here no.
Yeah, and
And no. Disabled.
yeah.
No.
Yeah, you have to press Y.
Why? Yeah. Is it web configuration?
Yeah, present. Yeah. I think your IP addresses are correct. So you have these IP addresses, right?
Yes, yes. LAN
Yeah.
for this one.
Yeah. Now you can proceed to this reset web configurator password.
Is it
So,
web configuration password?
yeah, that's actually optional, but you can continue with that. Now you can see the username and password, default username and password. So did you get that?
Where?
Default username here, the web configurator admin password and privileges will be reset to the default. Like they are your default username is admin.
Yes.
For the web
Admin and Pfcn.
Yeah.
Password.
So you don't want to proceed here, just press N.
Doesn't mean we have to set another, no?
No, you are not proceeding. That's right.
Admin and Pfcn. Admin no one
Yeah.
username and password.
Now, for now, we are using just the default username password. That's right. So you can move to this web UI and basic configurations.
Log into your DXP from your UI desktop.
Yeah.
Check this now.
Yeah. Yeah, there you have typed this according to the tutorial. You have to browse the Pfcen's IP address.
This one. Pfcen's IP address, right?
Yeah.
Pfcen's IP address.
It means that 172.30.1.1.
This one.
Yeah.
1.1.
Yeah. Yeah, you have already browsed. Yeah. There you put username admin and password. Now you can continue with the instructions. You don't want to change the password. You can continue with the instructions.
Next,
Yeah.
Host name.
I just put next. Their host name.
sense, then domain. This one. One.
Like
Primary DNS is Google, no?
yeah,
88.
yeah.
One Cloudflare, no? One dot one dot one dot one. Can we use that though?
No, just use this one.
Secondary DNS.
Not provided.
No need, no?
Yeah.
This answered, no? Here.
Yeah.
Overwriting.
Yeah.
What's the meaning of that override DNS? Allow DNS server to be overridden by Dhcp on WAN.
Yeah, if you want another DNS servers, then you can check that option. Yeah, setup we don't want to have another DNS server. That's
if I put another DNS server address here,
not actually here. No. In another source, like in Dhcp, likewise in another source from the internet provider or something like that. That is the meaning.
Okay. At that moment, we should
you can
this, no?
Yeah.
It's learn server, no? Learn server DNS.
No, here the time server. It's called the time server.
Yes. 248.1.161.
The time server. Yeah. No, the other way. Go to up.
Colombo, no? Here.
Then you just next. I think you don't have to configure. There you can change the admin password from Pfcn to this class password. I think you have given a class password, right?
That Pfcn
no, I think yesterday you have given a class password.
What?
I think Cisco something like class password you have given.
Cisco.
Yeah, something like that you can change for, but you should remember that one. Otherwise, you can't log in into this one.
Yes. I put Cisco everywhere.
Yeah. Okay. You have done. Okay. Yeah, you can put finish. Tick finish. Are you there?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, you may check the Pfcn virtual machine, that console CLI, command line interface. There you can get it's reloaded, right? Is it reloaded though?
Close and reload.
Just enter if you can enter. Yeah, it's reloaded, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is the dashboard. That what you get is the dashboard.
Yes, yes. Is the WAN IP and LAN IP.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, then now PSS don't have a LAN interface. OPT1. But
Now we have to continue from switch the LAN interface to back to DMC.
here.
No. Yeah, they
Or
are
PF sensor.
here. No, not that one. The graphical user interface. You can go the main. Yeah, there are interfaces. Yeah, interfaces.
Assignment.
Yeah, you can see that.
This is the EMZ. This is already LAN. No,
yeah.
EM1 LAN. Here, this don't have a LAN interface. Why already LAN interface? There no.
Yeah, now we have to rename that LAN interface to DMZ.
EM2 assignment.
Here the switch under this switch the LAN interface to back to DMZ.
Where the here?
Here, yeah, you can click this LAN. Click the LAN. Yeah. There the description you can change DMZ. You can change the
DM
description.
site, no?
Yeah.
DM site.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you have to save the changes. Yeah, now you have to apply the changes.
Here change, no? EM set.
Yeah.
Then why loading?
Yeah, it's still loading the GUI.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then add another, no?
Yeah.
OPT1.
Yeah.
This is change to LAN, no?
Yeah.
This is enable interface.
Yeah. In the next step, I think you will enable it. No, the prefix length you have to put 30. The prefix length means the upper
This-
section. No, from the right side.
Ah, okay. 24.
30. Yeah.
Ah, previous line
It's
30. Okay.
30. Yeah.
Yes. Non.
String gateway none. Yeah.
This is
Check with the tutorial. Yeah, that is. Yeah, it's okay. Now you have to configure the prefix length.
I think okay, no?
Yeah, same. Yeah. Yeah, now go to this add the internal route section.
Interface line.
Yeah. Yeah.
Routing and go to the gateway type. Okay, gateway.
Gateways. Yeah, gateways. Now click the add button.
And no. Yes.
Now continue.
This is IPv4 name. And gateway. Gateway full name. Where that?
Last one, description.
Gateway full name.
Then the IP version 6 route.
Add that again, no?
Yeah, add, yeah.
For this
Yeah, but
LAN, no?
they are, yes.
IPv6.
This is now I'm talking in general to everyone. Here IP version 6.1, this XY you should change with some valid number like 0, 1 likewise, as you have done so far in this network setup. Hope you got the answers. What happened?
I missed that.
There you have to use the here LAN is correct and address family is correct. Name is correct. Gateway.
Valid IP.
Yeah, gateway. There, your IP. The last part should be E, not F. Did you got the? It should be E.
Everyone E or one E?
No. As in the tutorial, triple F and one E.
Ah, okay. Hmm. (2401) DD 00 2001
They are double
again
double
colon. Then routing or the static route, add button and add route. Is that
go back. Yeah. I just go back.
sorry?
You have to go to no, go forward. Yeah, they are routing. Go to the tab routing, a system routing. Yeah, routing. Yeah, static routes. Now static routes. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And 100. For the LAN game,
Yeah.
101.
Now enter the description.
LAN.
Yeah, you have to add. Yeah, again you have to add. No, not there. Okay, under the same static routes, you have to
Yes,
again add.
IPv6 also. No? This one, no?
Yeah. There you have to apply changes.
Firewall rules.
And there you have to select the LAN tab.
Add to end, no? Yeah.
Yeah, add to end. Yeah, other one, add to end.
Pass and IPv4. Then protocol. Any source network. Yeah. LAN net, no? Huh? Source
They are,
network.
yeah.
16. Destination any? No need. Locked it. Side from LAN. This is at to end, no? Source LAN at to end. Oh, IPv6.
Yeah.
IPv6.
Sir.
Now you have to
All those TPS and folks are all having the
add.
I'm sorry, I didn't sign with the box and the cash for any information. Now, okay.
Source any here, no? Huh?
Yeah.
When source any peer network, no? Destination.
Yeah.
Master become main page of firewall and
Now just go to status. Yeah, you will see the dashboard comprised of various widgets.
slowly.
Yeah, yeah.
Check the status, no?
Yeah, status, the dashboard. Now you are in dashboard.
Ah, okay.
You can add the widgets using this plus sign, the red plus sign at the right upper corner, upper right corner. You can add the widgets from here as you want.
Firewall log.
Yeah, if you want, you can have the additional widgets to display in here in this dashboard.
Ah.
Now, did you turn on this WinXP inside VM? Did you turn on that one? Yeah, the inside one. Just check from that machine whether you can access browser.
This is DM set. You said
Windows,
start
Windows.
Inside the XP, no?
Yeah, Windows XP inside machine.
Okay. This one.
Yeah, that, yeah.
What I have to do here?
You can open the Opera browser, web browser. Yeah, could you try to browse internet?
Oh, okay.
Like just check like this Amazon or something.
Yeah, no, this PC connected here.
Yeah. And it will connect to this FAC1 router and then
I cannot be reached.
yeah, I think there's a yeah, we have troubleshooting some problem is there because seems like it's not connecting.
Check here.
Yeah, just check that it can reach the router. No, not not that one. The router interface. I mean the fast pin. No, in the Windows XP inside one, just ping to the router default gateway.
Yes. Ten 10.1 I think. No? Yes, pinging.
Is that the gateway? Just check
No.
from-
I think 30. Wait, I will check it.
yeah, you can check it from the machine also.
This one, no? Wait. This
Yeah,
this-
just
this
yeah,
one.
just go to just
Pack
go to
one.
the VM. Yeah, just go to the virtual machine. Yeah. No, just go to the virtual machine, Windows Inside machine. They are in network in the IP. Type the IP config here in the command prompt. Yeah, there also you can. Properties under properties. Yeah, that. There you can find the default gateway.
38.
It's working. Then try to ping firewall.
Firewall.
Firewall LAN IP. This 10.1.0.2.
Which one?
LAN. No, the third one.
This
LAN
one.
one. Yeah.
10.1.0.2, no?
Yeah. Yeah, it's also working. Could you please go to the firewall? Yeah, firewall. I mean the command line, the CLI interface, the Pfcn. Yeah, that one. Yeah. There, press 8. There, could you please ping 8.8.8.8? Yeah, it's also working. Control C, press Control C. Yeah. Control C again. Could you press Control C again? I mean, cancel the prompt. Exit the prompt. Type exit. Could you please press 7? No, just put 8.8. Yeah, 8.8. Yeah, and now we can press enter. Yeah, cancel, control C. Press control plus C. Yeah, just enter, enter. Press enter. Yeah. Do you have any issues with the internet connection? Sometimes it may not work that because of this wireless connection. Yeah, it will work in your host machine, but in virtual machine it may not work. Okay, yeah. Can you ping to your home router from the from Pfcn? Pfcn, yeah. Press 8
8 cell, no?
807. Ping, P-I-N-G, ping.
Yes, ping. Which
Ping your home router.
home router?
It means the host machine default gateway, your machine default gateway. Your host machine.
Open Wi-Fi, right? You said router?
Default gateway. I mean the host machine, your machine default gateway. Your Windows machine. Yeah, yeah.
Data.
No, if IP config, yeah. There you can find the default gateway. Yeah.
This one.
You can't copy there. Yeah.
No. 172, 31.
It's not working, right? So I think that problem is that wireless interface. Could you please the wire? Yeah, otherwise it should work.
But I don't have the RJ port connector in my laptop. That's a problem. If I connect, if I want to connect,
that's the issue with this Virtualbox.
Yes. If I need to connect, I need the adapter, but I don't have that.
Sorry.
This move. That if I need to connect that RJ port, I need that adapter. Otherwise.
Yeah, I can understand. Yeah.
Otherwise, okay, no.
Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, you have done a great job. Yeah. Sometimes you can try restarting the Pfcn likewise.
Yes.
You can further troubleshoot. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Did you save all the things?
No. Where?
I mean, in all the virtual machine, did you save?
Yeah, this one, no? Yes. Yes.
And also another suggestion is, do you have any proxy server?
Yes, but this open Wi-Fi doesn't have any proxy.
Oh,
Our normal LAN connection, we have a proxy, but this is our open Wi-Fi. Open Wi-Fi connection doesn't have any proxy.
oh. You can cancel this pin. Control
No.
C. Okay, Vijay Karpan, thank you for sharing your work,
Yes.
and you have
Okay.
done it correctly. The problem is this Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Other people, you can share your screens also. Especially if you have a wired internet connection. Yeah, I'm sharing my screen. To add that LAN to OPT1, you have to go to this interfaces assignments. There you will see here, I have renamed those things. Otherwise, you will see OPT1 under this interface. Hope you got the answer. I am repeating. To when you add in the LAN interface, the renaming the interfaces, you can go to in WebGUI, you can go to interfaces, this assignment. Then you will get this screen, and there you will find the OPT1 or your all the interfaces. Hope you got the answer. Any other person can share your screen. after you have configured all the firewall configurations correctly, you should be able to browse internet from Windows XP inside machine. And sometimes if your office network or the office internet connection have any other additional firewall, sometimes you have to allow this traffic from those firewalls and proxy servers also to get into internet. Otherwise, sometimes they may block your traffic. You can ask your questions verbally or through the chat, or you can share your background. as we have remaining time, we can guide you if you can share your screens. So especially I appreciate if someone have the wired internet connection can share your screen. And please comment if you have done the lab.
Dushmanta, though there is a power cut, I am using my Wi-Fi router. Is there any special configuration regarding my scenario?
Hello, can you hear me? Chamikar, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. Here what it matters is the connection between your Wi-Fi router and your host machine. Now you are saying that it's wireless, right?
Yes.
Then you can try changing the network interface from the virtual machine side. But mostly there's a possibility that it's not working. But if it is possible, I urge you to have a connection between your Wi-Fi router and your machine wired connection.
Right. I'll
Is it
try.
okay?
Yeah, I'll try. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Here, as some people are questioning, your network setup should be okay to proceed with this firewall setup. So you should remember how to replace this XY with your chosen number. They are also here. Also, you have to continue with that the same number that you have chosen for XY at the previous practicals. Otherwise, the setup won't work. as we have some time, you can share your screen, then we can see your progress and we can guide through. So I request you, some of you to share your screens if you need some guidance. Hello. If you people have done with this laboratory, please let us know. Some people have messaged us, and the rest of you can let us know when you are done. And if you have any questions or if you need any guidance, please let us know. Here in the last part of this laboratory, you can install some widgets. You can try out widgets of your own choice. Here, I mean this part, the last part, you can add widgets. It means here at the dashboard, there's a plus icon. Here you can choose some widgets from here, and there you can add them. Please make attention, as this is the last minutes of the session. Still, we can accommodate some queries if you have. Hope at least few of you have completed, as the information we got about 4 people or more have completed. And in the next session, in tomorrow, you will have the session on morning. First session will be SNMP, about simple network management protocol, and then you have the laboratory in LibNMS that is about network monitoring. We are about to wind up this session. One more has completed the laboratory. Then let's wind up the session. Thank you for your participation. I will wind up. You may leave.